Hello, geometry students. Reflection over the x-axis. Okay, we're looking at our transformation rule sheet, and under line reflections, look at this. It says there's a little tiny r, reflection over the x-axis. That means that our x's and our y's are going to be reflected and shown in this way. The x value remains the same, but the y value takes on the opposite sign. Okay, so we're going to see how this works when we go over to our example of something that is reflected over the x-axis. Okay, first of all, I have to remind myself, well, which one is reflecting over the x-axis? Is it this one or this one? Remember how we decided the x that goes back and forth like this, as opposed to the y? Okay, this is the x-axis. All right, so we are going to flip a figure from one side to the other. So let's figure out what we're flipping. Let's go to E, F, and G. And E, F, and G, E is -3, 1. I'm sorry, -3, -1. So I'm starting at the point of origin. And my X always goes this way. My Y always goes up and down. So I start at 0, 0, and I go -3, 1, 2, 3, and -1. And that is my E. Point F is 2, -4, starting once more at the point of origin. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's F. G is -5, -6, point of origin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. G. Connect them all together. I'm going to move my E over like this. This is why you use pencils, because I can nicely erase that, but then you wouldn't be able to see it as well. Now I have my triangle, and keeping in focus with what I am doing, I am flipping it over the line of symmetry, which is my x-axis. So it starts here, and like a pancake, as if I were flipping it on the griddle, I'd flip it all the way over to the other side. And I can do that using this information on my graph to flip it over. Point E is just one block away from the line of symmetry, so I'm going to go one block away on the other side. And that's my E prime. F is 1, 2, 3, 4 away. Go back to the line of symmetry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's my F prime. G is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away. Back to my line of symmetry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's my G prime. Notice how I have my letters, and then I have my letters with the little, whatever that thing is called, that indicates that that's the second transformation. So I'm going to connect my lines. And you should be able to see right away whether you've done it right, because it will look as if I have flipped my triangle over onto the other side across the line of symmetry, and it should look exactly the same, only flipped. Now, the problem asks us to give the points that it goes with. And this brings us back to our transformations rule sheet. So if I look at reflection over the x-axis, which is the first one for line reflections, it says that my x and y, when I reflect it, the x remains the same and the y becomes the opposite sign. So that means that if I just look at my -3, -1, this is my x, this is my y, the x remains the same. The y takes the opposite sign. Right now it's negative, the opposite is positive. So it becomes -3, 1. The 2 remains the same. The -4 is the opposite. So it becomes 2, 4. The -5 stays the same. The y becomes the opposite. -5, 6. I'm then going to take these numbers and I'm going to see, was I on the right track? So for E prime, it is now -3, 1. So I go to my origin, my 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, up 1. There's my E prime. My F prime is 2, 4. Point of origin, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my F prime. My G prime is -5, 6. Point of origin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could count them and figure out this part, or we can use the formula sheet and figure it out even more quickly. Either way it works, and just like in many other parts of geometry, you can find the right answer using a lot of different methods. Thank you for watching.